Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on The Flash, Season 9. So the past 2 weeks have been filled with trolls, attention seeking or attention seekers, and fake information from various places. Some of them former, in the, former place of time that we call the past, were somewhat reliable. And this was all, in regards to like promotion and release dates for not only the Flash's final season, but a couple of other shows as well, like Superman and Lois and stuff like that. But today is the day. Today is the day we finally got some official confirmation from the CW, as well as some like extra details regarding the Flash's ninth and final season, with it giving us insight into what is coming our way within those final 13 episodes, and just some concrete details that we can, if you want to, put it down in your calendar. Of course, I don't know if this was pressure by all this fake stuff coming out. The CW was like, okay, we got to announce something. We haven't got anything for Superman and Lois, Gotham Knights, any of those other shows. The Flash is the only show that wasn't announced in those original mid-season release dates like a week or so ago to now get another, or to get a confirmed release date as well. So I guess we're waiting another week to maybe a month for Superman and Lois. I have no idea. Now, this was just a general information sort of press release dropped by the CW. No place had the exclusive, but it was revealed earlier today that The Flash Season 9 will premiere on Wednesday, February 8th, which is actually the date we predicted it could fall into when the CW mid-season release dates came out last week, without some shows like The Flash and Superman and Lois within them. So that's the night that Kung Fu is on. So Flash is on at 8 p.m. for its season premiere, and Kung Fu is on February 8th. That's its mid-season premiere at 9 o'clock. So they both come back the same day, just one's a mid-season premiere and one's a complete season premiere. Now, we know there is only 13 episodes in the final season, so if the episodes for Season 9 of The Flash do air, back to back from beginning to end, then the show will have its series finale on May the 3rd. But it would be pretty surprising if that happens. I don't think that actually happens at all. Like, even Stargirl, for example, took a week, I think like took 2 weeks worth of breaks throughout the airing of their season. So there will probably be like 2 to maybe like 4 weeks, maybe even 5 weeks worth of breaks in that time span, I think. Very important to remember that March Madness happens with the college basketball, which just sort of takes over TV stations. So I'd expect even just a week or two break in March alone. So I think that's what's going to happen. So a late May or maybe very early June finish is probably what we're looking at in regards to where the Flash ends. And if it ends in June, that'd be pretty fitting, because what premieres at the end of June? The Flash movie. So can we call June Flash month? End of the Flash show, premiere of the Flash movie. I mean, it could be a pretty big Flash month. The month of June for this year, for next year, might I say. But this was actually said by Brad Schwartz, the new president of entertainment for the CW. The Flash will be remembered as one of the greatest shows in the history of the CW, and everyone involved in its excellent 9-season run should be very proud. The team has delivered an epic final season filled with plenty of twists, guest stars, and surprises that will delight every fan. Now is the time to catch up and enjoy the fantastic final ride alongside the fastest man alive. I think Zoom might have some question marks on that final statement there. Now, obviously, we got the release date, February 8th, Wednesday next year, all that good stuff. But the thing that people are now asking, now that we got this date, is, okay, well, hold on. When's my trailer? When's my trailer coming out? When am I getting some footage? Now, my prediction on this is pretty much my prediction with any of these CW shows a month before. So the show comes out on February 8th. So I'd expect the trailer to fall around that January 8th, maybe like 2 or 3 days on either side of that. It's important to remember that there's a bunch, I don't want to say a bunch. I think there's 2 or 3 shows premiering on the week of like January 12th. I think that's when the 2 Walker shows come back from their mid-season break. So I think you'll get the Flash trailer maybe the week before, so then those trailers can start to play out with those shows coming back earlier for their mid-season breaks. Even if Superman and Lois is also coming back for a premiere around that time that the Flash is coming out as well, you could also get like Superman and Lois trailers and maybe even Gotham Knights, all that stuff around that time of the year. So expect very early next year is when we get the trailer, pretty much a month from now. So pretty much look at your date now, just add a month on. So that's probably when we're going to get the trailer roughly. And they'll probably drop it on a Wednesday. That's just usually what they do. Drop it on the day that the show actually comes out. So whenever the Wednesday is in that like first week of 2023 in January, or maybe if it's too early, maybe the second week, that's probably when you're going to get the trailer. But along with the premiere date, they also gave us the synopsis or description for the season, which actually reveals a decent amount that I wasn't actually expecting. Some actually claimed it spoils it. I don't think it does, because I think it's almost like just, I think anyone could put it together. This is what happens. But some people have claimed spoilers. So I guess if you call like anything a spoiler, then maybe don't continue. But this, I don't think it's a spoiler. So we'll just move on. After defeating the Reverse Flash once and for all, question mark on that one. Don't know if that's going to be the case. We'll wait and see until the end of this season. I think we'll get Reverse Flashback. We'll wait and see. The 13 episode season 9 picks up only 1 week later following their epic battle, and Barry Allen and Iris West Allen are reconnecting and growing closer than ever before. But when a deadly group of rogues descend on Central City led by a powerful new threat, the Flash and his team, Caitlin Snow, meta empath Cecile Horton, the light-powered meta Allegra Garcia, brilliant tech nerd Chester P. Rugg, and reformed cryogenics chief Mark Blaine, or Chill Blaine, they must once again defy impossible odds to save the day. But as the rogues are defeated, a deadly new adversary rises to challenge Barry Allen's heroic legacy, and in their greatest battle yet, Barry and Team Flash will be pushed to their limits in order to save Central City one last time. So the thing I actually skipped over when I first was reading over this stuff and just realized now when reading it just then, it only starts 1 week after the end of season 8, might I say, which is pretty interesting. But I guess if they are tapping into that whole like negative Speed Force avatar thing, then I guess we'd try and find a host pretty quickly. So I guess they'd have to move into it like that. And also there might be like some after effects from the end of last season which trigger more people to come out, which leads into the rogues and everything like that. And we don't even know if like dealing with all the forces, like the Still Force and everything like that, might have triggered maybe some multiverse aspect, which does bring in a character like Red Death. So that could be maybe why it happens straight after and there isn't like a 6-month break or something along those lines. But with the rogues, it's cool that they're actually calling it the rogues. So they're actually confirming that hadn't been confirmed up until now. So we're actually getting the confirmed, I guess, thing that the rogues are a group in this final season of The Flash, which we were sort of piecing together based off said photos and other information, but they're actually confirming it right here and now in that synopsis. So with the rogues, is Red Death the leader? Is Red Death the leader, or is Red Death what they're referring to here when they say a deadly new adversary rises to challenge Barry Allen's heroic legacy? Because that could be either Cobalt Blue or whatever the Crystal was teasing from the end of last season, which is most likely Cobalt Blue, or the actual term of deadly might be referring to, Red Death. So hard to tell if this is like a synopsis for the first half of the season, and then maybe there's something else which sets up the back half of the season, which is not even hinted at in the synopsis. So they could be saying that Red Death is the leader of this rogues group that we're getting, or it's the rogue's its own thing, and then Red Death is this deadly new adversary that we're going to be dealing with. But from what we can tell, the Red Death arc ends in episode 5. So it's not even halfway through the season when that's apparently ending. So I don't know. I'm not too sure. It could be either or. It could be Red Death is what they're referring to with that deadly new adversary, or could be the Blue Crystal setup, which is most likely Cobalt Blue. Let me know your thoughts in the comments in regards to that, who you think it is. In regards to what episode they'll be filming when the show premieres, the show premieres about a month before the end of filming. They're scheduled to end around middle of March. I think it's like somewhere in the teens, like March 15, March 17, something like that. So yeah, the show's premiering about like a month, 5 weeks or something before the show wraps up. So they'll probably be on their like 4th last episode, maybe 3rd, depending on if it's a bit earlier in March. So yeah, 3rd or 4th last episode, maybe like episode 10, episode 11, something like that. So yeah, that's a reference there. Now, because this, the Flash has been such a big part of, when I look back at it, it's now technically a big part of my life. It's actually been pretty crazy when you look at it, how like how big the Flash has been in regards to like just how much time I spent talking about it on the channel and everything like that. So I mean, I'm looking forward to going over this final season, and I've said this in a couple of videos, but it hasn't been like fully explained. I'm not going to fully explain it here either. I'm just going to bring it up again because that's for me to do in a month, to fully explain it and jump into it. But we're going to be doing an interesting thing where there are going to be live streams. I know people are going to go, Paige, you've said live streams before. I have my reasons why I didn't do them during 2020 and it bled over into 2021, and it was nothing really to do with me personally. It was more other things that I didn't want to affect people and I'll explain that when we get to it next year, because this isn't the time to do it. But live streams are coming back. We're gonna have a lot of discussions, and I want to do a cool thing on Twitch, which I've already teased. My Twitch will be linked in the description down below. You can go follow it now if you want to, so you have it, done and dusted right now. But it's gonna be like an after show thing on Twitch, which should be fun on hopefully Wednesday nights when the Flash airs. If not, it might be the next day. I guess it just comes down to timing and what people prefer, but we'll figure that out when we get closer to the show coming out. Still got 2 months, so there's still a while to go. So yeah, I'm looking forward to going over it. It's gonna be like bittersweet. It's gonna be sad to see it end, but also I'm looking forward to seeing how it's done. Everyone tuning in and everything like that. So yeah, at least we have this concrete details about when the show's coming out and all of that. Everyone was worried that we might be waiting until March or even like June or something for the show to come out. I didn't think that was the case, but I'm just happy it's out there now. So now we can pretty much just wait for the trailer in hopefully about a month's time. And then after that, it's only another month until the show starts. So yeah, and obviously we're still waiting for shows like Superman and Lois to get their stuff as well, which should probably happen pretty soon as well. So fingers crossed, wait and see. Hopefully you don't have to wait too long. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be awesome. You could drop a like and it shows support. Let me know in the comment section down below your various opinions on all this stuff. Are you happy to have this back? What are your thoughts on the synopsis? Any theories in regards to what's going on there and any difference of opinion of mine? Let me know in the comments. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And I will catch you guys later. Goodbye.